everybody, we are back. It's the day 12 of Mass Make March 2023, hosted by Cindy at Studio Lou. If you guys are following along and doing this, hopefully you're using the hashtag Mass Make March 2023. So today is greeting cards, and I use greeting cards quite a bit, mainly because they're just the perfect weight for journal cards and things like that. A good example, the different ways they're used, you can find, if you watch the flip through of my Miss Maple's storybook journal, I used several different greeting cards through that book. But I thought today that I don't have any kind of specific projects in mind, but I do have a stack of greeting cards. My mom just recently, she's working on some spring cleaning, and she's like, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? And apparently she's been hanging on to her cards. So I have quite a stack. I've already gone through these and kind of briefly taken apart, you know, the writing part of it. So most of them are like the fronts. But I thought I would just kind of spend time playing around with them and seeing. Nothing specific that I have in mind that I want to work on. But as you can see, like this was the front of a greeting card. It probably said get well soon or something like that. And I've trimmed it down, rounded my corners, and it's a good little journal card. It's ready to go. So I just kind of thought I would play around with, just kind of start at the top and see what I've got, and if they're journal cards or if I just need to trim them or what. I just thought I would spend some time playing around with greeting cards, and whatever becomes of them becomes of them. So yeah, let's get started. Again, some of these I've already taken the fronts off or the backs off. A lot of them are simply probably just going to be like they are. No need to trim them down or anything like that. This one I could probably trim the edge, but a lot of them work, you know, as they are. Again, most greeting cards have a really good weight to them, that lend themselves to. Ooh, I got a new blade on my knife and it's sticking to the mat. Most cards lend themselves, the weight lends themselves to being perfect for journal cards, tags, things like that. If I come across one that I think I would prefer as a tag, I may make it into a tag, or I may just trim it to where it can easily be turned into a tag. Yeah, but for the most part, that's not even. Why is that not even? Maybe because that's not even. So let's figure out how we need to make this guy even. We have to trim off some brown, but you'll have to excuse my washing machine going in the background. Today's laundry day. Okay, that's even, so line it up, and I think this guy looks pretty even. No, maybe not. Let's see here. I thought he looked even until I looked at him, and then it's like, oh wait, maybe we're not even. He's almost just a little teeny tiny bit. Okay, I think there's actually a couple of these in this stack of this image. So, really pretty hummingbird. I could easily fussy cut this guy since it says get well on it. I'll definitely fussy cut that because, you know, this is where the just kind of kiss cut around this guy. I guess I probably could have cut it into a square and made it a card as well, but we're just gonna add him to our little snippets pile. We're gonna toss this part. So now we're down to this. So decisions. I could leave this like it is, and then when I get ready to use it, it's kind of thin. It's not really a thick card. So I'm gonna leave this one alone because it's so pretty on both sides. And once I get into it, I may add something, you know, something to the front of it to fancy it up. This is a homemade card. So it's got a photograph on it. And signed by the photographer. So I'll just trim this up and we'll just pretty much kind of leave this one alone as well. Again, these cards kind of lend themselves to just being what they are, cards. This one has, you know, a plain white background. And so it could be easily used as a journal card. It's kind of big, but when it gets ready to go into a journal, if it needs to be trimmed down, then it lends itself to that. So we're gonna just kind of leave it alone. Here is another image. This is a thinner image, but lends itself to being a simple little journal card. Hopefully this isn't too boring with you guys. And like I said, I thought I would just kind of dig through this stack and chitter chatter with you guys, and yeah, and see what becomes of it. This little fox guy is so cute. So cute. And again, I'm gonna leave him like he is as well, because we got a little bird going on down here and the little leaves and all. So I'm gonna trim his edge a little bit, and we'll leave him as he is. And hopefully when comes time for him to find his home in a journal, that we won't have to do too much with him to lose his image. Hopefully he's not too big. Such a cute little card though. My corner rounder, poor corner rounder, is about shot. It squeals at these thicker cards. So, yep, we're gonna leave that like it is as well. This is a little cat and yarn, the front. Again, I'm gonna leave him, trim his edges. I thought I had more to do in this stack than apparently I do. Maybe I'll come up to something so we can do something with it. I was hoping, again, if you guys saw my Miss Maples video, there is a spot in there that I used a greeting card, and surprisingly I was able to use the front and the middle and the inside, you know, all the insides and all that, and the back and all. I collaged on the parts that I needed covered. And this was an interesting little card. I guess it came with another little pocket card or something, because of the card itself on the front had a little slot in it, which was kind of odd to me. But it worked really well for that journal, the colors and all that, and I was able to salvage most all of it and just cover up the writing on it and make it work. So with that, I encourage you guys, this is the same image, I just trimmed off the brown on this one. I encourage you guys to take a second look at your cards, greeting cards, get well cards, things of that nature. This guy, I don't know. He may be a little tricky. It says, I know that you have what it takes to survive this and you'll come out even stronger. I don't know. I don't have a thought as to how to break this down just yet. Apparently it had some inside, maybe a little fly paper or something on the inside, but so we're just going to set this aside and we're going to keep it as is for now. Cute little hamster just popping up with a happy howdy do. We'll trim down his little scruffy edge where we tore his cover off, or the backside, I guess, is essentially what it is. So we could trim him out as a little journal card, and then we can use this little part as a journal card. I think that's what I'll do, just because he's so cute. And I really don't, it's pretty generic, just popping up with a happy howdy do, but I don't know that I'm gonna use that saying in a journal. So we're just gonna trim him out. Put that in my scraps. Trim out this little hamster in the teacups. That's so cute. And we'll put him in, I guess he could be a little journal card, because you could technically write on the back of that. It's not too much going on. Not too much going on. He is cute. I'm not going to round his corners just because he's got that trim on him. But yeah, a cute little journal card there. And I'll put these guys in my scraps. And this, I'm going to trim up this edge and I'm going to put it in my scraps. Actually, I'm not even going to worry about trimming it. I'm just going to put it in my scraps because, or should I keep him close to this guy? Maybe I should keep him close to this guy because they match. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I don't have a paper clip handy, but I'll clip him and I'll keep those together. Here is a card. It's pretty thick. It's got, if you can see, it's doubled. So let's see how's best. That's pretty in itself. First off, we can trim this edge, get that scruff out of the way. Maybe that'll help us determine what we want to do with him. There's this image here. I wonder if this pops off. Oh, it does. Carefully pop him off. Okay. I'll put that in my scraps, little image. And I think I'm gonna leave this alone. We can easily put some writing paper here to cover up, some lined paper here to cover up this writing, and have it on the other side as a journal card, because it's really thick. It's really pretty. It's really thick. So thick that my corner rounder is not a fan. But I think it's really pretty. And, I could always cut it down if need be when the time comes. This guy, I think this is a Christmas card, but I kept it. I don't do a lot of Christmas. I know there's Christmas cards in here. I don't do a lot of Christmas, but I kept a few of these Christmas cards in this stack just to play around with, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do some Christmas journals, especially for like custom orders and things like that. So I kept this guy. It's from a Christmas card, but I think this could easily lend itself to angels or any kind of mythology, dragons. anything like that, I think it easily lends itself to that. So, and it's pretty. It's a really pretty image. So I kept it. So I'm going to leave it as is, as a journal card. Again, most of these are going to end up being journal cards. Snoopy. He's a birthday Snoopy. I think what I'm going to do with this guy, I'm tempted to just trim around the Snoopy because I don't want the birthday cake going on here. Maybe we can trim off the birthday cake. I would just leave it like it is, but it's like, what is he pulling? That makes you ask more questions as to what's going on with Snoopy here. See, if I trimmed him, well, I could trim him like that and just have a little Snoopy card. And forego the little Tweety bird. I think that's what I'll do. Get as far over as I can. And I may just leave this. I was thinking of trimming it down, you know, to take away the little, how even did I get that? Not very. I was thinking of trimming down his little wagon handle, but I think I'll leave it because, you know, I can always embellish around it or whatever. I think that's cute. I'm gonna toss these guys. Decisions. I think that makes a cute little Snoopy card. This one is Hi, It's Me, and it's signed. Cute little armadillo image is what's so cute about this. If I could keep that, it just says me again, but I could always, maybe, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna play around with this one. And, you know, some of these I'm gonna have to, once it gets time to use them, I may have to do a little bit more embellishing and to cover up words and things like that. This is gonna be probably one of those. I'm gonna trim him down a little bit more. But if I put him in a card, no, if I put him in a junk journal and if I attach him, you know, attach him down, then I can embellish over this me again, and he can still be a little flip up with the little, I managed to keep that little cutout. Yep, I think I'll leave that alone. You know, and I may trim it down some more, I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's even. And I guess he is. So yeah, so we kept that little armadillo on that. And with these little trashies, I'll, Hi, it's me. I'll toss that. Just checking in to see how you've been. Cute little cat, but I'm inclined to just trim around and use the green and the flowers on this guy. Could make a cute little pocket. And I love these scissors, but they sometimes make such a jagged, sharp edge. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm gonna toss the little kitty cat, although he would make a cute little card, but I'd have to chop his foot off, so I'm gonna toss him. Trim up the edge here. Again, apologies for my noisy washer back there doing its thing. Yeah, so you can put that down as a pocket. That's kind of cute. Okay, where are we on time? Okay, a garden full of wishes. I kind of could do the same thing with this. Oh, that's cuter. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this one alone because I can work with either way. A journal card or... So yeah, I'm going to leave this guy alone for now as well. This was one that I've already started with. I trimmed him out as a little side pocket. Here's another example of a card that you can see I've dismantled it. It had like an insert that had all the words in it, and it had a little something on the front. But when you take it apart, it's easily its own, almost a signature. You know, you can collage over the back of this. But you have all this prettiness in here. You've got a little bit of where that paper was, but you can, you know, add a flip to it or whatever. But this is kind of the card that I was able to use in Miss Maple's. You know, it lended itself to a lot. So I'm going to leave this one alone as well. Let's see here. What is in our stack? This is a piece. Apparently I've already chopped these off. Healing, peace, and rest. I think I could cut this down to a card. I think I'll leave it alone as well. Because who knows when we'll need to use that. So I'm gonna pull out my Christmas cards here. I'm not gonna play around with them, mainly because some of them have glitter and I just don't want to deal with glitter right now. So we'll set all the Christmas ones aside. But still, there's plenty to play around with. This has like a metal ornament. That'll be fun to play with. A little snowman. I can cut him up in a card. Okay, let me set my Christmas ones aside, and while I'm playing, I'll have to cut him up in a card, but he won't be. I'll have to add to him to be a journal card, because he's got writing on his back, which is okay. We can always add a piece of lined paper or something to make it an official journal card. I don't do a lot of Christmas, winter snowman journal, but he's a pretty generic little snowman and he's cute. So maybe he'll go with something somewhere. Yeah. And again, I'll have to do something on the back. So I'm not going to round his corners because no telling what I'll do on his backside. Christmas, Christmas. Again, you know, this one I would probably trim it out and use it as a belly band of some sort, keeping this, you know, the snowy, wintry stuff. It's really not Christmas, it's more snowy, wintry, which would lend itself to anything. Oh, so this little Santa Claus just popped right off. He's sticky, so I'm gonna add some, or maybe I'll just try to pull his stickies off. That's what I'll do. Yeah, so I popped Santa Claus off. set him, he's a cute little card in himself. But we lended ourselves to a pretty simple card. Add some collage on that. So I'm going to trim this down and get rid of the Christmas saying, and we'll just tuck it into my cards, into our ephemera stash, because it'll be just a simple brown flip up of a card. And toss this side because, again, Christmas stuff. Yeah. But this one we have just a plain card, so we can glue him down and we have a flip up. I'm not going to round him because I don't know what I'll do with him just yet, but he's good to go. Christmas. Look at this cute little snowy ice skates. It's a raised card, but would certainly be cute for a little journal card. Oh, there's more Christmas in here than I thought there was. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we on time? We're still good. This was an envelope. I'm just going to throw this in my scraps because it has some color on both sides to play around with. This guy, I'll trim him up top. Get that little rough edge out of the way. May your day be as special as you. This is such a pretty card. I'm just going to round its corners. And I mean, I guess this saying would be pretty generic. You can use, or you can collage in the middle of it and keep this background. So I'm going to leave it as it is, because we can work with that. Let's see here. What else is in here? Here's another envelope with color. Throw in my stash, my scrap stash. Birthday cake. I don't know why I kept this. Again, because I don't foresee, unless we wanted to make a journal card. Yeah, we just have to be able to make a card. So we're going to toss the back side with the writing in it. Maybe we can cut him down to a cool image. And not really look like a cake. What do you think? You think we can do it? Okay. And we'll go to this edge. And you know, this guy may float around in my stash for months until I finally decide to get rid of him. Yeah, I'm just going to throw these in my scraps, actually. Not really consider them a journal card or anything like that. So we're still going. Let's see, here's another envelope that I'll throw in my scraps. What else do we have here? This guy. I'm gonna have to get rid of the inside card. It's got a cute little saying, but may your dreams find wings and may your heart know only happiness. Cute little saying, but yeah. So this guy, I'm gonna leave. I mean, he was a longer card. He probably said get well or happy birthday or something like that. I remember chopping him down because he's not even down there. But I'm gonna even him up carefully because I'm so close to the image that I don't want to chop away. And since there's so much pretty on this side, I initially thought I would cut it down to a circle, but I'll cut into all this pretty on the other side. So I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like it is because I'll cut, if I cut it down to a circle, I'll cut all the flowers off. And, yep, I'm gonna leave him like he is. Although I'm gonna trim this edge because I can see where he's got some roughness going on. So that's a pretty cool journal card as well. Okay, what else do we have here? This was on one of the, it's a piece of vellum. I kept it. We'll trim it up, and I don't know if I'll ever use it. The saying's pretty generic on it. It could easily be a belly band because of its size. If you wanted to make a vellum belly band and collage over it. It says, for someone very special, as long as there are people like you who care with all their hearts, the world is still a place of possibility and hope. So it's a pretty generic saying, and it's vellum, so we'll keep it. I don't know. I've still got a pretty good stack going on here. This was the inside paper. I'm going to put it in my scraps because it's real thin paper. Let's see here. This is another one that was tucked in there. Put it in my scraps. I keep passing up some of these. Well, I'm not sure what this was a part of or if it was anything, but it's cute. So we're going to trim him up and call him a little card. I think we will. He's small, but you know, sometimes we just need a little something, something. Sometimes we just need it. Yeah. And it's got a little something on the back, but we will leave it alone for now. It's a cute little card. Okay, this guy, so you can see there's a lot going on with this card that I would want to grab. It's got glitter all over it, so I'm not going to get all that out tonight. So he's going to continue in my stash. This is a little booklet with some really pretty images and some poems. I'm going to kind of leave it as is right now because some of these quotes I can use, but some of them are, you know, not anything that I would use. So let's see here. This little guy's a little butterfly card. Oh, he's on the inside of a card. Cute. Let's see if we can trim him down. Even the tiniest little bits of cards we try to salvage and work with. It's the whole purpose of creating a junk journal. We use all this junk. See how much writing is. What do you think? It's got a little bit of writing in it. He's not even. That's part of my issue. Trim him up and even him up a little bit. So I got rid of a little bit. So I think we're going to leave it like it is. I'm going to round his corners. He's got a little bit of the card writing on the inside, but I think that that'll be okay. It's still kind of cute. It's a little butterfly and dragonflies. And here's another one of these guys. This one had his insides on there. we're gonna trim him up. One or two of these may end up in some Happy Mail because I don't foresee that I will ever need 3 images of this waterfall. It was apparently a pretty popular card. So, let's see here. Just straighten up his edge a little bit. I'm going to round his corners and call him done. He's blank on the back for a journal card. But, you know, this could lend itself to any kind of woodland or any, you know, any kind of nature journal, anything like that. So, still got quite a few cards here. Let's just see. You can see some of them I've already, like this one I've trimmed down to a nice little pocket. Some of them I'm just going to have to really brain a little bit on. So, there's another Christmas one. This one is looks like a hand-drawn image. Yeah. So pop it off of this card. Toss that, and then we can clean up him. And he can be his own little journal card. Might have to put some paper on the back since we've got those glue spots, but so I won't round his corners or anything like that. We'll just stuck him in the pile. This I'm gonna leave alone. It's the front of a card. It lends itself to several different things, so I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, you could cut down and around and have a belly band. That would be cute with the little flowers sticking out. But I'll leave it alone for now. Oh, for now the important thing to know is you're not alone. I think I'm gonna trim this one down. Just basically trim off the writing. I'm gonna lose one of these flowers, but I'll clip them together. See, this will be, it says love on it, but it'll be a cute little pocket with the little, or yeah, I'll have to do something with it because it's got the writing on the back. And I will clip, let's see here. Let's trim off the words to this, get those out of the way. And I'll clip these two together so we'll keep them together, so this can be as an accent in the same realm. Okay, we're gonna call this our last one, I think. Yep. I didn't get through my stack, but that's okay. This is an older card. I just thought it was really pretty. And as much as I would love to keep this whole image, I think I'm gonna fussy cut this out and get rid of the volumes of Good Wishes. Because I just think that those books are so cute. And as I would love to keep this rounded spot, but decisions have to be made. I say fussy cut. I'm gonna kiss cut this for now and put it in my little snippets. And see where it can be used, because it's so cute. And the little books are good cheer, best wishes, happiness, health, blessings. Those can be pretty generic. So yeah, toss that and put you in the snippets. And yeah, I think that we're gonna call it done. I got through quite a bit of the stack. I'm pretty pleased with that. So yeah, that's my take on greeting cards. Here's our Christmas ones that we'll deal with later. And, you know, we got through quite a bit. there's quite a bit of a stack that we've made decisions on. Whether the decision was to leave them alone or, you know, and save them till time comes, or what. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So that is my day 12 for greeting cards on hashtag Mass Make March 2023, hosted by Cindy at Studio Lou. I'm not going to count how many we did because it's such a random mix of some things we really didn't do anything with. But that's kind of, I just wanted to spend a little time with you guys and kind of show you a different way to look at greeting cards. Again, I like to use them because of usually the weight of them is pretty good and the images are really good as well. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys will take another look at greeting cards, get well cards or happy day cards or birthday cards. And if they have some sort of generic message or image, then they can easily be incorporated. So that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow with shaker cards. And Cindy did a little pun with that. I've never made shaker cards before, but I am kind of excited about this. I have a feeling I'm only gonna make one for my video because it may take me a little bit to brain exactly how to put them together. So, but I'm excited about it. I've got the cards and the envelopes and the shaker stuff and all that to play around with. So we'll be back with shaker cards, and hopefully you guys are following along this challenge, the Mass Make March 2023, because I would love to see what you guys are doing with each of these individual ones. So I will close it up for now, and I will see you guys tomorrow.